we're bringing some of the goodies from our garden that we've grown with a lot of the help from some amazing volunteers here and staff around UHN. And so we want to feature some of those ingredients today. And I wanted to bring a special guest today. My biggest inspiration in the kitchen and mentor.
That's because.
No, it's my mom.
Yeah,
It is my mom.
Come on.
It's my mom.
Whoever's here that day. Whoever's here that day is his biggest mentor.
So my mom. I wanted to bring my mom here today because I learned a lot of stuff.
Happy to be here. Thank you for inviting me.
So we're gonna start off. Mom's gonna teach us. You can call her mom. You can call her Tina as well. Tina is her name.
I was gonna say.
I know.
Everyone's gonna be.
I'm always gonna
Hi,
say
Jeremy's mom.
So we're gonna do. We're gonna start off with the first recipe.
Sure.
So what's it called?
Which are the zucchini fritters,
Yes.
I believe, right?
Zucchini
And that
fritters.
is so easy because that's when I utilize this big zucchini in different ways. So I will shred it, and this is about 2 cups.
2
Well,
cups.
first, we'll do the egg.
So 2 cups grated, regular box grater, really simple. And you can do this again if you don't have these. It's hard to find these in the grocery store.
No, you won't find
definitely
that in
you
the
can.
grocery
Yeah.
store.
I don't know what grocery
Excuse
store
me.
is you have access to, and these will work just as well. So grated 2 cups. So 1 egg,
Pinch of salt.
2 cups go in.
And if you see the yellow ones, you can use that in the same way that you would use zucchini.
So we're adding
Yeah, fresh garlic.
fresh garlic.
I sometimes just to be quicker, I'll use powdered garlic. That's not a sin. It's just for flavor. Jeremy always reprimands me. But, fresh garlic is good. Fresh garlic
You
is
can
good.
use what you want.
It's
Fresh
potent.
garlic, yeah, it's
Very
but it's
potent.
really really nice and fresh.
It's good for you.
So fresh garlic in, and
You
then
might just wanna,
so is anyone know what this is? Yes. Zucchini flower. You got it.
if they're really pretty looking and firm, then you can stuff them, and you can use them, in different as breaded as well. But this, this was the only zucchini flour I found
Yes.
this morning. It was a little depleted. I says we can still use it. We'll chop it up and just throw it into the fritter. So my big thing is to utilize everything, not to throw anything.
Yeah, absolutely. But what I do is I just use the leaves, and you just tear it by hand. And we've done this in like eggs too, like in
And everything.
frittatas and
Yeah.
omelets. They're really
Just throw
nice.
everything in.
So that's gonna go in, mix that up, and then we're adding.
A half a cup of breadcrumbs. Now, what I said to Jeremy, I've also used, I've done a 1/4 cup of the breadcrumbs with a 1/4 cup of the chickpea flour.
Yes, you can do that as well.
So that works out quite well too, and you get a little bit more protein in there as well, right?
And instead of the breadcrumbs are great, easy to use, but there's always substitutions for that as well. So like Mom said, the chickpea flour, you can definitely mix in there. Ground oats works as a great substitute as well for breadcrumbs. And if you do have a gluten intolerance, then you can always get the gluten-free oats and you can use that instead.
Mm-hmm.
Then my favorite,
Half a cup of Parmesan cheese.
Parmesan cheese. We're making a lot of fritters, and you can use any sharp cheese. I would suggest probably a harder cheese, like a pecorino cheese. Parmesan cheese is really good. It gives you a little bit more flavor. It adds a little bit of seasoning, the salt as well. So always, season. You can put a pinch of salt, but try it after you make it, and then if you need a little bit more, you can always add at the end. But it does add a nice little flavor to it.
You can add some hot chili peppers too.
Hot chilies if you like. Absolutely. And so that's it.
Yeah,
So what are
that's
we doing now? Now we're getting messy. I'm assuming.
Well, no, get a spoon, and we'll spoon this onto some parchment paper.
I'll wash my
Now,
hands.
on that parchment paper, we want to add maybe a half a teaspoon of olive oil,
Okay.
because normally, traditionally, these would be fried, right? So now I try not to fry anything. It's always, you're frying them?
I just wanted to put a couple in the pan, but
I'm with you, Tina.
I skipped to this part.
Surprised.
I just put a teaspoon. I'm not frying it. I'm just pan frying it. It's pan frying it.
You're not following the instructions.
I'll show you in a second. You can bake them. We baked a whole batch, but I want to show you. Like my mom said, my mom bakes them. They come out really good, but you can do it either way. I mean,
This is known as recipe.
this is known as recipe. There you go.
So mom's recipe is modified. Yeah.
So this is, I mean, a
Fries
teaspoon
taste
teaspoon
better.
of oil. I got a pan, and I just want to sear it both sides, or you can bake it
Yeah.
in the oven.
And like I said, you put a little bit of oil on the parchment paper, 15 minutes on one side, turn them over, and then so both sides will have a light coating of olive oil.
and
that's
what
all you
what
want.
temperature are we?
What, for baking?
Yeah.
375.
Okay.
Yeah.
So 375, 30 minutes, flip halfway
15,
through.
15, yeah.
Perfect. And so, or you can do it both ways. I'm just gonna brown it just a couple minutes per side.
Yeah, actually, depending on how big you make them. So maybe with this, the way you're making them very tiny, I usually make them bigger, then probably less time in the oven. So you
Perfect.
just have to gauge it. You've got to see.
So we're gonna do that a couple minutes. So this was it was a cool little trick. While these are finishing here, again by utilizing the entire zucchini, we also use the bottom, right?
Yeah.
So what are we doing with the bottom?
So I guess we're gonna fill it up with a little dip, and that we could dip our fritters in, right?
So you can use it, cut it off, scoop out the inside. You can even shred that and put it into the filling, and then you have a nice little zucchini cup.
Vessel
A little vessel.
for dip.
So for the dip, really simple. Some really nice yogurt here, just plain yogurt. I'm gonna add some fresh mint, and you can add any herbs to this. This is from ours. This is from ours,
Smells so
but
good.
not, yeah. But you can add basil, oregano, whatever you want. So I'm just gonna chop that up. We want to make this really nice and fresh. We have some of the zest from the lemon as well. That's going to go in. And then just some of that lemon juice. And I can already tell this is not a great lemon. So
Not very ripe.
you can use about, I would say, about 2 tablespoons of lemon juice in there. And you could just season it, a little salt and pepper. That's it. Do you want to stir that for me? All right, so these are ready to flip. Maybe a little too dark. So we got a really nice color on the outside. I'm going to show you guys there.
That's what you're looking for.
So really nice color on the outside. And again, you'll achieve this in the oven as well. It'll take just a little bit longer. But I'll show you it. We did some ahead of time in the oven. And again, flipping them halfway through because you want to get color on both sides. And you can see here some really nice color. And these can be frozen, right?
Oh, I do it all the time.
Yeah, so you can freeze them. What would you freeze them before you make them?
Before you fry them?
No, well, when I
Or
bake
bake
them,
them?
Bake them.
after I bake them,
The lower
I'll,
fat method?
That's right. What I'll do is I'll put them, I'll leave them right in the pan, let them cool off, and then I just put the whole pan with a little bit of saran wrap right into the freezer so that they're frozen individually. So that, after you take them out, you can easily slip them into a Ziploc bag and throw them in your freezer, and they'll be ready anytime that, you need them.
See, I learned that trick from my mom. I told you guys.
Definitely frozen.